Flag football essentials for first timers. Here we go. We got number 1, a football. Come on. Number 2, what's flag football without a flag belt? So here's a nice little set for you. Number 3, some receiver gloves. You're gonna be catching the ball a lot. Here are my favorite pair. Number 4, pocketless shorts. Don't want to break a finger. Number 5, last but not least, nice pair of lightweight, durable, shiny cleats for your feet.
Here's some tips on getting recruited to college for flag football. My name is Keely. I'm a freshman in college and I play flag football at Florida Gateway. They have won 2 national championships in flag football back-to-back, 3rd on the way. But I was making this video to help others who want to play flag football in college, to help give them tips that I did and then other tips that would help in getting recruited. One of the most important things is to have film. Film and video clips can help showcase your talents and can be an easy way to show a coach, like, this is what I can do, this is my ability, and this is what I'm good at, and to highlight some of your strengths. Another good thing is to have some sort of social media like Instagram, Twitter. I know I don't have Twitter personally and I've never used Twitter, but I do know that on Twitter you can DM college coaches or make a bio where you can put your height, your if you have recorded like 40 times or any speed times to show your speed, you can add clips. And then on the same on Instagram is you can post clips and then you can DM coaches. You can just look up like just flag football and a bunch of colleges will come up. And in some college coaches bios, they might have like a Google Doc where you can submit like your name, grade, what school you're from, and like even add a little thing at the bottom. They might have like a link to like your Huddle. I know in Florida we use Huddle. I think other people use Huddle too, but Huddle is basically where like you can just post a bunch of highlights and then make a highlight reel and then have a link to where college coaches can watch. You can even email coaches. It doesn't have to be social media. You can email, but you want to make sure in the email that you're saying something that will get their attention, saying like, oh, hi, my name is this. I'm from this. I went to this school. I am this height. Name some of your attributes, and then of course add film, because at the end of the day, that's what coaches are looking for, to see like, oh, this is the person that I want at my school. Coaches also are really looking for like your grades, so make sure you include that, like your GPA, because at the end of the day you're a student athlete, so they're going to be wanting to know if you are academically on the right track. My biggest advice though is to never give up. I mean, there's so, like flag football has grown so much as a sport, and the fact that it's in college at all, like there are so many colleges, and each year more and more colleges are adding it. So really, like it's you have a really good shot. I mean, obviously, I'm not promising anything, but there is a lot of colleges, and they are really often looking for a lot of people because it is such a new sport and not many people actually play it. And like I know some high schools still don't even have it. So there's also, if your high school doesn't have it, then it's like, well, how do you get, film? Because you don't even, there are some like teams that they're kind of like travel flag. I don't know if that's the exact, because I never played it. I just played in high school, but they have like their teams where they kind of have like groups, and then those groups play either each other or other teams, and then they kind of do tournaments and stuff. And that would also be a good way, because I know a lot of people that did do that. Those coaches will help them get offers, and because they know some of them are even college coaches themselves, and they know other college coaches that coach for flag. So that can be a great way of getting noticed and getting out there, is to do these flag tournaments. All in all, keep working hard, put yourself out there, and your time will come.
I'm going to show you how to throw a football. First, you want to make sure that you have good hand placement, so you're going to place your hands on the laces like this. Next, you want to make sure that you have a good, strong base. Most of your weight's going to be in your back foot, but you still want to have some in your front. Next, you want to make sure that your elbow gets nice, high, and back. So first your hands, then your feet, then your elbow, and then let it fly. This is how it's done.
Here's an intro to flag football positions for beginners. So first, let's start with offense. There is 7 people on the field at each time. On offense, there is a quarterback, a running back / blocker, a center who hikes the ball. There's 4 receivers, wide receivers. There's on the outsides, they are called wide outs. On the insides, they are called slots. So the running back / blocker, the blocker would be the one to block the rusher, we'll talk about that later, from getting to the quarterback. And they can also be a running back where they can get handed off the ball or even become one of the receivers. And the receivers are the ones that go run the routes and catch the ball. The main difference from tackle football is obviously that there isn't a offensive line. The real only defense part that the quarterback has is from the blocker. And it's so being that it's obviously quicker pace, it's not going to be like you don't have as much time. The center usually blocks too. Now on to defense. There's also 7 defensive players on the field at one time. It's the rusher, which is, there can either be 1 or 2 rushers. The rushers will line up on the ball in front of the center, and their job is to obviously go rush the quarterback and either make the throw harder or pull their flag, and that would count as a sack. Then there are linebackers. The linebackers are the ones that they usually cover either the middle of the field or kind of the short stuff. Not many times will you see a linebacker go like very deep unless you're in man. Then that's a different story, because in man you will go wherever the receiver that you're guarding goes. So if they go deep, you go deep. Then there are 2 corners. The corners mainly, they can have either the flats or they can have the long balls. So anything that comes down the sideline, that's mainly what the corners will do. Then there are safeties, which is my position. You can either have 1 free safety or you can have 2 safeties. And the safety's job is they're covering whatever comes deep, whatever is thrown, go ball, vertical, sometimes corners, posts, anything that is deep. That's what a safety will do. There's also a kicker that will kick the ball for the punts. So to recap, there is on offense a quarterback, a blocker / running back, center, 4 wide receivers, and on defense, rusher can be 3 linebackers at a time or 2 or 3, 2 corners, and a safety and kicker.
She was on her knee up. I cannot get tired of money, but this money it will turn people right and they greedy. I know he's sick of my money, cause every time he calls me, just that he calls her inside in my left right pocket. Watch this, these niggas broke boys, watch this, watch this. These niggas broke boys, watch this, watch this. I can make the whole crowd watch me, watch this. I can make it bitch one stop, watch this. I can make it bitch one stop, watch me. I ain't even drop no sauce, no poppy. I stay with a whole lot of them. Watch them saying in my
I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. Just shoot for the stars if it feels right, and aim for my heart. If you feel like it, take me away and make it okay. I swear I'll behave. You wanted control, so we waited. I put on a show. Now I make it. You say I'm a kid. My ego is big. I don't give a shit. And it goes like this. Take me by the tongue and I'll know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I don't need to try to control you. Look into my eyes and
so many battlefield scars while driven in plus cars. This life is a rap star, it's nothing without the car. The boom, rough and rugged. I'm dressing the man public. My
Here's how to do 3 inside routes for flag football.
We do not exist in any other instant. Here in this dimension, you and I are meant to be. I have waited lifetimes to find you. Now that you're here, I can remind you of the things you've been dreaming times too. I promise you. If you just give me 24, man, all I need is 24 hours.
I play flag football for Duke University, and these are my top 3 nutrition tips. Eat a banana before practice. Eat something high in protein 45 minutes after your workout, and make sure you carb up for game day.
open that shit up, yeah, yeah. My
My name's Ella, and I play flag football at Duke University, and today let's go over the basics of reading a playbook. So for this video, I'm just going to be focusing on the offensive side of things, and we're pulling out the iPad for this, so it's serious, you guys. Example of what a play might look like. This is just a random example I found on the internet. Instead of X's, there would be letters corresponding to whatever your team uses. So again, if you're new, it's probably pretty confusing to be looking at all those different things at once. So I'm going to break down each of the different lines and what they mean. First, we have a go, which is when you just run in a straight line away from the ball. Next, we have a corner, which is where you run away from the ball. Next, we have a post, which is where you run out and towards the ball. Then we have an in, which is where you're running towards the ball. You go out a little bit and you do a sharp 90-degree turn towards the ball. Then we have an out, which is the same thing. You're just going away from the ball. We then have a slant, which is similar to a post, but running it more shallow. And lastly, this is for my advanced girlies, but this is called a whip. You're basically going the opposite way that you're initially going. Of course, there's a lot more out there, but some teams have a little bit different names for routes, so they might be different, but at the end of the day, you're just following whatever is on your play sheet.
Here's some tips for people trying out for flag football. So this is the biggest thing, and this is not just for specifically to flag football, this is for trying out for any sport really, is to be the most coachable, respectable. Yes, coach. Yep, I understand. Like, just be very show the coach that you are willing to learn and you are willing to take any sort of criticism, good or bad, and will then take that and do better from it, and that you are just a coachable person. Because even if you're not the best at something, if you show a coach that you can improve, then they'll be willing to take that risk of, okay, maybe they're not the best ever, maybe they don't know everything, but we can teach them. Also, especially for a sport that you never played before, like I remember like when I tried out for volleyball in my freshman year of high school, I like looked up, because I played in middle school, but I looked up like, like the rules to make sure that I knew like what was going on. Look up like, okay, flag football, like certain things, like other people can give great advice for their tries. I personally never tried out, so I'm like kind of bad at, I guess I shouldn't be the one giving advice, but okay, I never tried out because like they just recruited because I play basketball and I was athletic, so yeah. But what would be good also is to go out there and not just be super nice to the coaches, but to everybody else. Show that you're a team player, that you're a good teammate and a good person, and that you can get along with other people. Just really try your hardest and prepare yourself. And if you don't get it the first time, unless you're a senior obviously, but if you don't get it the first time, there's always next year. There's always another time where you can try to do something. If you really love it, just work hard, get better, and it'll happen.
Just give me the light. Just give me the light. I don't know what he meant, but that shit sound right. She back it up, then park. Don't give me no dark, just give me the white. Give me the white, the green one. I'm trying to get between some.
If you want to be fast, you've got to train fast. Here are 5 quick twitch drills to get you faster. Number 1 is tantrums. No, we're not kicking and screaming because we got our Xbox controller taken away. We are kicking our legs as fast as we possibly can to improve how quick our hamstrings can twitch. Number 2 is foot chops. I also like to call these lawnmowers because our feet sound like a lawnmower because we're chopping so fast into the ground. We want to make sure we get as many ground contacts as possible in a short amount of time. Next is max effort high knees. Here we're trying to get full range of motion, driving that knee all the way up to the waist and extending the leg all the way into the ground as fast as we possibly can, flexing and extending as rapidly as possible. Next, we got quick prime times. Here we're whipping from the hip with a straight leg, making sure that we fully extend into the ground and get rapid, fast ground contact times. Then we have overhead high knees, where we're trying to get as many high knees as possible while maintaining our posture. The reason why we're holding something over our head here is it forces our chest and our hips to stay upright while moving this quick. If you need more help with your speed, comment speed and I'll send you 7 free speed tips.
Want better hands? Give these 3 drills a try.
Try to get intimate, even though they know I really ain't into it.
You're not into it?
I'm not into it. I already know the game and I've been through it. See, I buy my own bags, my boots, my jeans. Will I rock with my rebel yell underneath? You wanna step to me? Since you got a long way to go. Rock with you know that you're so hot. And you say got skills in the bedroom. You try to front when you're so mad. Had a chance, you still never come through. You say you wanna come see me, cause you know your girl.
I testify for you. I do that 3 4 times a year. I testify for you. I thought I lied.
What you know about me? Big G-L-O in that G-L-E. 50,000 new Chanel shopping spree, and every time I pop out, you know I A-T-E. I'm that get like me, you know it's Y-W-R, big C-M-G. Wipe me down. Small, tall, long, paper, no small fix. Beat the all pretty, and we y'all learn booty shorts. Cause my paper long. It's a Friday night. I ain't home. I pull my shots, cause I don't drink alone. I'm outside again, cause I hate it home. It's giving her face. Yeah, her face.
You never dream of your love to take me there, to take me there. Oh,
You're trying out for flag football and you don't know what position you want to be, so here is some pros and cons of each position. Let's start with quarterback, arguably the hardest position in flag football, tackle football, any football. The pro is that you are Superman, basically. You are control the whole thing. You get to make stuff happen and you get to be praised. But on the flip side, the con is you're also at fault for a lot of things, or people think it's your fault at a lot of things. That it is the hardest. You have to memorize every play. You have to make sure that your throws aren't intercepted. You have to make sure, you got a rusher running at you, so you have to think about that too. So, but it's still, if you're good at throwing and you're quick, then it should be no problem. Rusher, pro is that you get to, be the savior. Like, if you get the quarterback's flag, then, you're her. And you don't really have to worry too much about catching a ball or anything. Like, maybe if you tip the ball up, maybe then you'll catch the ball, but you really won't ever be in the way of the ball. And then con is, again, like, you could get, look silly if you're just having to chase around a quarterback, and you are putting a lot of energy every single play because you're running as fast as you can at a quarterback. Wide receiver, you are getting to catch the balls, you're getting to run the routes and do all the kind of pretty stuff, and you get to, get the touchdowns and do all that. On the con is that if you drop a ball, or, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I hate this, I don't want to ever, well, sometimes maybe, and then also a con is that you're getting people running at you, and you have to run through a bunch of people, and then you're getting your flag pulled, and if you don't really want, being chased or anything like that, then you might not want to be doing that. Safety is a pro, is that you just have to deal with, the back. You really don't have to do with anything short, and most of the time you shouldn't be pulling flags. Really, you shouldn't be the one pulling flag, because if you are, then that's bad. But yeah, and you probably get the best interception because they're probably the blur balls, because they're ones being thrown the farthest. Con, though, is that likely to get blurred, but that it will be bad because you're the last line of defense. So if someone catches the ball behind you, then it's a touchdown, basically, probably, because if they're behind you, then what's behind you, the end zone. Now, corners. Pro is that you have just the sideline, really just worry about, you don't have to worry really more about the middle. Sometimes you might, and then con is, I think that corner you are most likely to, because most likely when the blur ball is down the sideline, but it could be safety, it could be either or really, but other than that really is if anything's short, you can just come up and get it. It's really not anything too bad. Linebacker, you just deal with kind of the short stuff, so you don't really have to worry too much about running unless you're in man. And then a con would be that you probably are going to be pulling flags. So if you don't like pulling flags, which I know sometimes people don't, is that's maybe not, because most likely you will be pulling flag as a linebacker, because most things aren't going to be deep balls. It's mostly going to be short stuff.
I play flag football at Duke University, and these are 3 things I wish I knew before I started playing. First is that it's a very contact-heavy sport. Even though technically it's a non-contact sport, I've gotten more injuries through flag football than I have basketball. Second is weightlifting. Weightlifting helps you so much on the field, and that's why I emphasize it so much on my TikTok page, because being strong literally makes you become a better player. Like, you're able to like grab the ball better, block better. It just helps you so much. Third is how fun the sport actually is. If I had known how fun flag was, I definitely would have tried to find a league near me in high school. I have really just found such a love for the sport, and I want to share that with so many other people. Like, I literally love flags so much. That's like also why I post so much about it on TikTok. But yeah, these are my top 3 things I wish I knew before I started playing flag.
Here's the things I would do if I was a first-time flag football player and had never played the sport before. First is I would look up flag football videos, flag football workouts, flag football games, just to see how the game is played and just to get a visual of like the games or different type of routes. And that's also into the next thing, is that I would look up what routes are, what defenses is, the rules of the game, and what I would need to do to get better at each of these things. I would also not just look up flag football drills, but look up drills on other sports that kind of favor flag football, like soccer. Look up soccer drills of how to have fast feet or how to get faster, how to get better endurance and help being able to run up and down the field. Also different basketball workouts, like to be able to jump higher, and also just tackle football workouts that kind of simulates the same type of things that you would be doing in flag football. Lastly, I would definitely make sure to go and actually work on catching first, because the main thing about flag football isn't catching per se, but that definitely does make it a lot easier to get more playing time or be more of an asset to a team if you are a good catcher, if you can catch the ball very well. It's not necessarily an essential thing, but it definitely does make it better.
Lately, I don't know what really been happening to me. Ain't been feeling myself, I be feeling like something that's really been talking to me. Following me, steady stalking the cheat. I'm different, don't know what got into me. I'm tripped, I'm not hearing the beat, I listen. I'm not fearing the thing I can never fan no man, I can never fan no guy. I should no love in the club, unless she is shaking her thighs. She bows down when she sees I arrived. She believed it was love at first sight. Booty look like a sea, shit at me, had to handle that mess like immediately. She gon' do what I say, yes, obediently. I was up in the party, it's easy to me. Why she shaking her booty so deviously? Why she looking at me so mischievously? Ay, she like ice, so you blacking again. So I cannot be acting a friend. You too different, you know you a star. How it feel to be bagging a 10. She look good, so I'm wanting to spend. What's the price? Okay, well, it depends. Go the length for me, baby, go far. If it's up, let me watch you ascend. Lately, she's a bad man down. She's a bad man down. Burn. She's a bad man down. Just as fine as she can be.
You're new to flag football and you don't know what to do, you don't know what to expect, you don't know what to get. I'm here for you. I got you. So first, with what you're going to need a mouth guard, cleats, and gloves if you want to. You don't have to wear gloves, but you will need cleats and a mouth guard, especially if you're playing in high school or in college and in some leagues. Also, you're going to need headgear. I don't know if high school is requiring headgear, but I know that for college it does, and it doesn't hurt. And then a flag, but your school should provide the flags and the headgear if that is needed, but especially the flags will be provided by whoever you play with. Now, how to prepare or what you need to know before going into playing flag football. Flag football, you pull the flags. It's kind of the same as tackle football, except instead of 11 there's 7, sometimes 5, and you pull a flag. It's either a pop flag, which is just the flag comes right off, or I forgot what the other one's, the belt flags, where it's like you can pull the whole belt comes off with the flags. Yeah, and then you throw the ball, catch it, try to stop the defender from pulling your flag. And that's the kind of thing that you want to learn, is how to do stuff like that, like different hit moves so that you don't get your flag pulled, and then different ways to run the route so you can get open so the quarterback can throw you the ball. And then if you play defense, you want to know different defensive techniques and just different coverages to know, like, is it cover 2, cover 3, you know, and just kind of learn that going in, because your coach will definitely help you and teach you, but just to have that background knowledge going in, you'll become more confident because you'll already have somewhat of knowledge of what's going on. And I highly recommend, like, what I used to do when, especially like freshman year, or before going into freshman year of high school, I watched people play. Like, I looked up on YouTube flag football and I'd seen people play, and I had learned from that, like, you know, because I think it's very helpful to get a visual of what you're going to be doing, especially if you've never played before, or if you kind of played a little bit but you want to get better, is to watch and learn by other people, learn from other people's mistakes, and also learn what you could do, and, you know, just kind of to see how the game is played.
Flag football rules so you don't end up looking like this on the field. Starting off with contact rules, it's called flag football for a reason. You don't tackle girls or other players, you pull their flags. And once the flag has been pulled, that's considered a tackle. You also can't stiff arm people or block people with your hands. And if you're on offense and if you're blocking your flags, that's also not allowed. You need to keep your hands up. This next rule is pretty simple, but in games, you can forget it pretty easily. Offense and defense has to stay behind the line of scrimmage before the play starts. But the play starts when the ball is snapped. Even if the quarterback says go, if the ball is not snapped, technically the play hasn't started. And depending on the league you're playing in, these flags can cause loss of downs or even loss of yards. Follow me for my flag football tips and let me know what y'all want next.
With my dogs in the nighttime. Trap with the chickens like Popeye. Money changing colors like tie-dye. I'm just trying to get it, I ain't trying to die. She got a big ol' on your booty, make the world cry. In the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it, hold them bands down. Hold your mans down. Who told you come around? It's that trap sound. Keep watching me when Bob still keep real and fame. Dance with my dogs in the nighttime.
If you're playing flag football for the first time, these are tips that you need to know to be the best player on the field. When you are pulling flags, you literally need to pretend you're pulling somebody's pants down, because when you do that, you are guaranteed to hit the belt or one of their flags and the flag will come off. To make sure you're the one not actually getting your flags pulled, you gotta go low. You gotta get your hips low so they miss your hips and can't pull your flag. When you're on defense and you're watching somebody else, watch their hips. The hips will tell you which way they're gonna go. If you watch their eyes, their head, they might go one way but actually go the other way, but the hips are a dead giveaway of what direction they're gonna go. And last but not least, be aggressive. Be aggressive on the field. That ball is yours. That flag is yours. Have this in your mentality and you will be amazing. Let me know if you guys want any other flag videos or flag tips.